Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. A very purple corner of horror YouTube lately. I love it, it's my favorite color. Goddamn. How's everyone doing? We're talking a little Terrifier tonight, very excited to get into it. It is one of the many 12 streams of Artmas. What is this, the 5th one I believe we're doing? I'm very excited to get into it tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about Terrifier 3, and we might even have a Terrifier 3 update while the stream is happening, ladies and gentlemen. So we have some very exciting things happening tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait to get into it. I will dive a little deeper into that in just a moment here, but I do want to say just hello to some of the wonderful people who are hanging out with us tonight. I already see that Davey Deathray just became a new member of the channel again. Thank you so much, Davey. I appreciate that. Just was on Davey's page this past Wednesday. We had a really good conversation, so that's awesome to see. Davey, thanks for the support, man. I appreciate you a bunch. But let's see who's hanging out with us tonight. We got Wrestling God. Yo! What's up, man? Welcome and appreciate you a bunch. Thanks for being with us tonight. The Ribbit is saying GullGotha. I think it's like the emoji I have for my gaming channel. I love it. Sick. Good stuff, Ribbit. And that picture of me is I don't look that good. You know, I wish I looked that good. That was when I was young, you know, had those big old muscles, but I love it, man. We got a lot of Killjoy Jakes in the chat tonight. Like A saying Artmas. Jake, I'm gonna bite off your fingers? Listen, pal, I've been biting off fingers since before you were born, okay? When you were in diapers, I took out a whole hand, thumb and everything, okay, buddy? So we'll see who bites off whose fingers. I'm just messing, man. Thanks for being with us tonight. I appreciate you. Dawson's Creek channel member as well. Love to see it. Thank you so much. Hi, waiting for the poster for Terrifier 3. Well, you're smelling, you're not smelling, you're stepping right into what I'm smelling. Tell you what, that didn't make any sense. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. Yes, so we might have a poster for Terrifier 3 coming out literally during the stream. I have been waiting all day for it to come out over on the official Terrifier 3 TikTok, and nothing. To no avail. Nothing has happened quite yet, but we should be getting something hopefully soon, fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get something on the stream tonight to talk about it. Your boy's been holding a video like all day. I got all these updates I want to talk about, but I'm like, I know this thing's coming. I know it's coming. So hopefully we'll get to it soon. And then I'll make a little video about it, and we can talk about it live on here, which would be fun. So, hang out. You know, we'll be hanging out a little longer tonight than usual because we might be getting a little something. We'll just have to see. We'll have to wait and see. I can't wait. I hope we finally get to see the full poster. But who knows? It's a waiting game as of right now, Paula. What's up, Paula? How you doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hello. Oscar H is reminding us we only have 8 weeks to go. That's basically 2 months away. I am so excited. Oh my God. Cannot wait, Oscar. It's going to be very fun. And also, you know, if your thirst has not been quenched, if you're like, God, I just can't wait for Terrifier 3. I want some kills. I want some blood. I want some gore. In the style of Damien Leone too. Well, guess what? Stream is in theaters right now, baby. You only got like 2 more days to check this one out. It's from the same people who created Terrifiers 2 and 3, who brought the movie to life, essentially. They made another slasher movie. Crazy, how crazy is that? And, you know, while Terrifier only features 1 slasher, Stream features 4 of them. 4 people running amok, slashing people up. It's really fun. Go see it in theaters this weekend if you can. I know some people have said that it's not showing anywhere near them, unfortunately, but it is a more limited theatrical release. You know, indie movies, tougher to get these into more theaters, of course. So check this one out if you can. Seriously, it rocks. It's so much fun. I'm so glad I got to see it early. Give it a watch. Check it out. Stereo Crow 1954 is saying Bloody Disgusting is really making us wait. Yeah, I was kind of shocked by that. They were like, oh, you know, Friday, here it comes on the TikTok. Come check it out. See the full poster. Nothing yet, man. Nothing yet, Stereo Crow. I'm hoping we see it soon, but I'm keeping an eye every couple of minutes. I got a link up right to it. So hopefully we'll see it at some point during this. That would be nice. Oscars saw a stream on Wednesday, which is awesome, and you really liked it. It's one of your favorites of the year. They also showed the teaser for Screamboat, in another movie they're working on, public domain slasher about Mickey Mouse being a serial killer, played by Art the Clown actor David Howard Thornton as well. How about them apples? But yeah, we didn't see him. We didn't see Mickey Mouse in the movie, which was kind of a big bummer. I thought we were gonna at least see that in the teaser trailer, but it's really just a girl running around a boat. I wish there was more to that teaser, you know? I even said something about that in my review. I was like, what the heck? They were like hyping it up too. They're like, come see the Screamboat teaser. And I'm like, I want to see the mouse. I want to see the murderous mouse, my friends. What's up, stinker butts, says Ella, our beloved channel member. What's up, fella? How you doing? Hopefully you're having fun, toking up a little bit this Friday afternoon. It is the weekend after all, so have fun, stay safe, and I hope you enjoy the stream, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, too. Thanks for supporting the page. Riley Denby is saying, has the new poster even been released yet? Putting a little tood in there, Riley. I like it. I hope so. I hope it gets released during the stream. That would be awesome. That'd be so exciting, to get an update in real time. That's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, kind of why I wanted to do this stream tonight. So I really hope, hopefully we get something that we can talk about, sink our teeth into. Maybe a new little clue, perhaps? Something that hasn't been revealed from the poster quite yet? I don't know. We'll have to see. Where is the damn full poster and trailer? Are they even coming out today? I know the trailer's not coming out today, but the poster probably. Probably. I can tell you that we might see a trailer real soon, though. I don't know. A little birdie might have told me that it might be real soon. Like maybe in 2 or 3 days. You didn't hear that from me, though, of course. Shh. Don't repeat that. Anyways, Rick and Morty. All right, man. Gonna see The Crow. That's funny. Gonna see The Crow tomorrow. Can't wait to see the shock of a movie. 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. I believe it debuted with a 6%. It's all the way up to 22 now. So I mean, it's moving. It's RJ. It's moving up there, man. I'm really not one to talk. I still haven't seen the original Crow. I honestly, there's a part of me that's thinking about watching the original and then just going to see this new one all this weekend. Like, what a crazy double feature that's going to be. Total whirlwind. But I'm not hearing good things about this one. I know that some people did say that it wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be. I have heard that a few times now. Lee McCoy, Drum Dums, I believe gave it not a positive review, but a good review, like a solid, like it's not that bad. It really wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be. So I thought that was cool. That's exciting. I don't know. Again, I'm not really well versed, I guess, in the Crowniverse, the Crow universe. We'll just say that. I tried to make it one word, but that's way too hard. So I'm not really very well versed there. I hope it's good though. I hope that fans of it like it, but it doesn't sound like that's the case, which does make me sad. Jake, I want to meet you at the Lexington Horror Weekend thing, Dad. Come on out. Come on out, dog. It's gonna be fun. Scarefest is gonna be a good time. Come say hey. I'll be walking around. Just come talk horror with me, and I won't shut up. That's all I do. That's all I like to do. Did I miss anything? Not yet, Paula, but again, I will keep you updated if something happens. I'm checking this thing every 2 minutes, doing a little refresh. Nothing. And now I can't stop the sound. There we go. I was... All right, but anyways, let's keep moving. Bill Cipher Fan 300 YT, what's up, bro? What's up? Sorry, I almost did it wrong there. Appreciate you for being a channel member. Thanks for being here. What's up? What's up? Ahmed is saying, can someone tell me what's gonna happen? Hopefully a poster. Riff Go Crazy, hello, what's up, man? Thanks for being a channel member. Jonathan Nichols, same to you. What's up, homies? How's it going? How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. I already said thank you to Davey. Appreciate you a bunch. Who else is hanging out with us tonight? I want to say hi to a few more people. Scott Royston, hey Jake, how are you? I'm fantastic, man. It's the weekend. Oh, things are good. I'm very happy. How are you, Scott? How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being a channel member. Same to you, Fallon Vamp. Hello! Stream was awesome. I'm so glad you liked it. Good, good. Stream rocked. Very fun movie. Hope you had a good time with it for sure. I've been waiting all day for the trailer. Someone on Reddit just said about 15 minutes ago, it seems the trailer's coming Monday. Probably keep your eyes on Monday. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, keep your eyes on Monday for sure. William is saying, ooh, what do you mean an update while it's happening? We might get an update on we might get the poster coming today. And Bloody Disgusting has been very secretive about the poster, so I feel like there might be something there that could give us a bit of an update. I'll see if I have that. So they've released a it's like a partial bit of the poster, that's covered up. So it makes me wonder, is there something else going on here? Are they covering up something about this that is there going to be more that we don't know? So here's one of the teasers. We've seen a little more of it. We see that Art the Clown here is wielding an axe. He's not covered in too much blood. This is only half the poster, obviously, but we've gotten to see a little more of what it looks like. But hopefully we'll get to see a full thing here soon. Again, it might come out right now, but I don't know. We're just gonna we're playing a waiting game right now. It's a fun little game, and hopefully we get something. Lollipop Sanchez, what's up, fella? How's it going? Saying, what is up, Jake, my man? Stream was oof, so sexy, woo. I can't tell if you liked it or not, honestly. I'm still not 100% sure, Lollipop Sanchez, but I'm gonna take that as a positive review. You know, sexy, saying it's sexy twice can't be bad, right? That can't be bad. Lollipop Sanchez, thanks for being here, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Big question mark at the end of that. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a channel member, too. Mojo Jojo, hey Jake, do we get the Terrifier full poster today and trailer? Maybe the poster, trailer, you'll probably have to wait. But not too much longer, my friend, not too much longer. Thanks for being a channel member. Can't wait to talk a little more Terrifier 3 with you later on tonight. Hey Jake, I want you to know I'm so grateful to be a member of your community. Can't wait for the years to come and see you hit 1 million one day. Maybe even one day I can become a mod. You know what? I'll make you a mod at some point. We'll talk. We'll talk about it. I just like to have a little meeting with people before becoming mods. I've had some people in the past who, you know, have tried to do a great job, and I really do appreciate that. But they blocked people that I'm like, yeah, that was okay. You know, you probably didn't have to block that person. There are some people who like to come in here and, you know, just say some nasty things. I'm not really crazy about that. I'm here to talk about, you know, fictional nasty things. I'm all about that. You know, you can tell me how excited you are to see Art the Clown probably, you know, hack up someone's limbs and face with an axe. Run it, you know, throw it in the chat. I'm all about that. But, you know, when we start talking about real things that really affect real people, not, you know, sadistic clowns from hell, that's when I'm like, okay, that's when we should draw the line. So I like to have a little chat with people before they become mods. That's all. But maybe we can make that happen. I do appreciate you a bunch. The Ribbit here is running a Killjoy Jake fan page, which makes me very happy. Really do appreciate that from you, my friend. Rivgo Crazy saying, how old are you, Jake? 25 going on 26. I feel old, though. I feel older than that. My back hurts all the time now. I remember when I was younger, old people would tell me, oh, your back's gonna hurt when you get into your 40s. And I'm like, I'm already there, dog. I'm 25. Everything hurts already. I'm not a fan of it. So I don't know what's up. It's crazy. Isaac sporting a dope Coraline profile picture. Love it. Thanks for the $10, man. Appreciate you a bunch. Heard something about tomorrow with a T3 trailer coming next Thursday. Scream 7's done scouting locations. Throwing some updates out there, Isaac. I appreciate that a bunch. Yeah, so the Terrifier 3 trailer, it's coming soon. I don't know, you know, maybe Monday if I had to guess. If it just a random guess for absolutely no other reason. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And yes, Scream 7, you know, there has been some minor updates for it. I don't know. It's been a lot of stuff where I'm just like, I don't feel like making a whole video about that. But I am excited for Scream 7. I want some real news. You know, I just feel like I've been saying the same thing about Scream 7 over and over again. I think my subscribers are getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of it. Let's get something. I'm waiting until we finally get something to talk about, and then I'll really dive into it. So, we know Atlanta, right? We know that they're filming in Atlanta, so there's that. It's something I've already reported on. I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about it twice, but soon we'll get some big news with Scream 7. I can't wait to finally talk about that here soon. But tonight is all about Terrifier, my friend. Isaac, I do really appreciate you though. Thank you for the 10. Oh my God, means a whole bunch. I saw you just threw another one in there. We'll get to that in a sec. Isaac, thank you. Thank you for the support tonight, man. Make something out of nothing, old Jake. You know, a lot of people say I do that a lot, so that's funny. Hyped for Speak No Evil soon, Jake. You know what? Check out the original, my friend. The original Speak No Evil rocks. It's out there. It's out there already. You don't even have to wait. It's awesome. It's the best part. Ella's saying, I'm so pumped. Tonight is the first night of Queer Horror Fest at this theater I live by. Anywho, Final Destination double feature 1 and 2 with the Q&A with the creator. So excited. Oh my God, that sounds fun. We'll have a good time, Ella. Oh my, that's so exciting. I would hope that, you know, I want you to hang out with us. But again, that sounds way more fun. I'm just gonna be real. So have a good time. Talk to the creator, Jeffrey Reddick. I'm guessing, right? He's fantastic. Love him to death. That's great. So tell him old Killjoy Jake says hi. He doesn't know me, but it would be really funny if you said that. Anyways, Universal Disappointment. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Hey Jake, my mom and I managed to catch Stream yesterday. We both loved it. I can't believe I didn't recognize Danielle Harris, and sadly I had that cameo spoiled for me by some news article. Yeah, it is a shame, but it was cool though, wasn't it? It was pretty dope. Yeah, there is a cameo that is pretty much publicized everywhere now at this point. It's a very big deal that this person is in this movie, and God, it made me so happy. It warmed my heart. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it for the first time. There's a lot of fun surprises in Stream, don't get me wrong, but this one was very heartfelt. I got all emotional, a little teary-eyed, not gonna lie. Crazy stuff. But it made me very happy, and I'm so glad you enjoyed Stream. It is a very fun movie, and God, I hope it gets a sequel. So bad, Universal Disappointment. Thanks for being in here, and I'm so glad you caught Stream and supported indie horror. It really does mean a lot to old Jake. Biggest thing about this page that means more to me than anything. Nar Kitty, what's up, bro? David Howard Thornton is in stream. Yeah, he is. He's a player 2. He's a really, honestly, one of the best killers in the whole film, if I have to say so myself. I don't know if I'm gonna rank him or nothing, but my favorite scene in the whole film involves player 2 and player 3, David Howard Thornton's character, and the female character, which I'm struggling with names, unfortunately, off the top of my head here. But she was great as well. I actually met her at the premiere, and I can't remember her name. I suck. I'm so sorry. She's fantastic, though, and gave a great performance in the film. All of the killers did. I should really specify that. Every single one of them did such a good job. Erica, our wonderful mod, is hanging out with us tonight. Hey, welcome in, Erica. I really do appreciate you. Erica, I'm going to join that Discord server you keep sending me. I just have not had time. I had such a terrible headache yesterday. I literally was like mid-video and I had to stop and actually... I had to take a nap because it was just like, I'm overworking myself. I have to rest. I've been meaning to, I have so many messages to respond to. We will get something going very soon here, Erica. I really do appreciate you modding on this channel, though. It does mean the world to me. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. And Madison, what's up, fella? How's it going? Poop Lady is with us, with Poop Man. Things are good. Things are good in the chat. Madison, thanks for modding as well. Appreciate you a bunch. Excuse me. Is the mean one part of Pooniverse? It is not. It's kind of public domain, kind of not. But that's a whole can of worms right there. But the Pooniverse did get a big update just today, which is really exciting. We got some new posters for Bambi the Reckoning and Pinocchio Unstrung. 2 movies I'm very excited for coming out next year from the TCU, Twisted Childhood Universe, Pooniverse, whatever you want to call this thing. I can't wait. I can't wait to dive into that again. I got it all written out, ready to go for a new video on the page, but as soon as we get that Terrifier 3 poster, your boy will be working on it. I can't wait. McKieran Davis is saying, hey, Jake, I heard The Collected is about to start filming. Any good word on it? Yeah, many very good words on it recently, actually. We're hearing good things from, Marcus Dunstan and Patrick Melton, who are, of course, the creators of that franchise and heading this new project. It's finally back on and actually happening, which I don't know who's been here since 2021. Mad shout out to all of you guys. You guys rock. But it's been a minute since we had an update on The Collected. It got canceled, and then it was just kind of just nothing for a little while, and now finally we got something. It's back on board. It's happening. It's getting out there, and I cannot wait. Those first 2 movies, crazy underrated. As a huge Saw fan, very excited to see what The Collected is all about. So I'm very excited to see this one. And at some point I'm gonna do a big video on it because we had set photos from a while ago that featured Tom Atkins. Believe it or not, he was going to be in this movie as a new character. Some pictures of the Collector as well, like back in costume and all that. It was really cool. It was just really exciting few set photos that we got. And I can't wait to get more here soon. So we're back on board. We're filming. We're making things happen. It's really exciting. APVR is saying the trailer is on Monday. I saw the tweet. I'm shaking in excitement. Yeah, Monday. You might want to look out on Monday. Let's just say that. I don't want to say too much because I don't want them to move it, now that some of the fans know, right? So shh. It's a secret between all of you, all 80 of you, and Killjoy Jake. Deegan is saying, man, I'm at work and I'm getting antsy. Bring on the poster and maybe trailer. It's coming. It's coming, Deegan. We're getting it real soon here. Thanks for being a channel member, man. I appreciate you listening at work. It does really mean a lot that you're supporting the page all the way over there while supporting yourself. It means a whole bunch to Jake. So thanks for being here, man. Jake Boss, love the name as always, my friend. Hello, Jake. Hope you're well. I hope you're well as well, Jake. I love it. I wish I could grow a beard like that. I have to say, I'm so jealous. My envy, my beard envy here is through the roof at the moment. I want you to know I'm so grateful for. I read this already. I'm grateful for you too, Mr. Ribbit. Thanks for being here. Thanks a bunch. Killjoy Spate Superfan is saying, Jesus Christ, that profile picture. Give me early 2000s horror movies to watch, something like Friday the 13th, 2009. I've recommended a lot of good thousands horror lately. I recommend Joyride. Joyride's a really good movie off the top of my head. I believe J.J. Abrams is one of the, someone who worked on it, maybe the director, writer, something. A lot of good stuff there. It's got a slasher vibe to it, but it's a little bit of a slow burn. It's worth your time though, for sure. Give that one a watch. Joyride rocks. Lesser known, lesser talked about, so I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one to recommend. Isaac's throwing $5 in there again. Isaac, you're the MVP tonight already. Appreciate you a bunch. Heard through the grapevine, one of the sets is going to be rocking a meat grinder from Terrifier? You can't be talking about Scream 7. There's no way we got a meat grinder in that set. That's crazy. Ghostface likes to kill people in creative ways, but man, I mean, that's a new one even for Ghostface. Isaac, I love it though. I want to see Art the Clown use it. I want to see any slasher push somebody into a meat grinder or a wood chipper for that matter. Those are always fun. There's never a time in a horror movie where I see a wood chipper and I don't get excited. Like, are you kidding me? Oh my God. I'm like, oh, who's going in there? You know, like what's happening? Let's make this happen. That's exciting. But fantastic stuff. I hope we get to see some meat grinding action and probably Terrifier 3, but maybe Scream 7 too. You never know. How creative are the kills going to be in Scream 7? God, I hope they're good though, whatever they end up being. So Isaac, thanks for the 5, man. Really do appreciate you. And again, Coraline is one of the best kids movies ever made. I can't stress that enough. Adrian is saying, weren't they supposed to drop the full poster today of Terrifier 3? Yes, they might. They still might. Again, so I swear I'm gonna shut up because that's all I've been talking about for the last 20 minutes. But we should get something real soon here. Maybe, hopefully. Might be cool to get an update during the stream. Jose is throwing 10 bucks out there. Dude, thank you so much, man. New to the channel, and this channel is awesome. You're awesome, Jose. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. No, I really do appreciate that. You're new to the channel. You're already supporting the page. Means a whole bunch to old Jake. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you're digging the content around here. I got some new videos coming out this weekend, and I'm just really grateful, man. Welcome to the community. I hope you stick around and hang out with us, see what all this crazy shit's all about. I'm excited to really get into it. It's going to be a really fun, spooky season. The next couple of months are going to be wild. So thanks for being here, man. Really appreciate you a bunch. Thanks for supporting the channel. Jose's also saying, went to a local Spirit Halloween, and the cashier said that Terrifier gear was selling like hotcakes. Happy to see people enjoying art. Absolutely, man. Oh my God. I'm all about it. I'm head first into all this shit. I cannot wait to see what comes next. In the realm of Terrifier. We've already had Damien Leone, the writer, director, creator, all that good stuff, talking about a 4th film. And man, I'll tell you what, I can't wait to see what comes next. I know that Terrifier 3 won't be the end. I know we got more on the way, probably. You know, fingers crossed. I would love a 4th movie after all of this. But man, I'm just so excited. Art the Clown kind of has his disgusting little hand on the throat of the horror community right now, and I can't wait to see what else comes from this. This one's gonna be fun though. I'm hearing very, very good things about it from behind the scenes. So I hope it's good. I can't wait to see it on October 11th, man. Evan is saying hello from Ireland. Hello from middle of nowhere, Ohio. Appreciate you for stopping in, Evan. Thanks for being here. What else do we got going on? Ayo, what the fuck's with that profile picture? I know, right? I'm scared. McKieran is saying Joyride. Look in. I love that movie. I think I know what you're talking about. It's been a while since I've seen it. I've only seen it once. I remember stumbling across it on Tubi and being like, this is really good. That third act was incredibly tension-fueled. Rusty Nail and all that. I loved it. It's a really good one. Really underrated. I don't want to say any more than that, but we need a Killjoy Jake Funko. You know what's funny? My buddy got me one for my birthday last year, which is right there on the set. That's what that little fella is over there. He made me one, which I thought was dope. That meant the world to me. Very good stuff. Isaac's throwing $2 out there saying Art's going to be using the grinder. He wanted to clarify. You know, Ghostface is more a stabby kind of individual. Art the Clown's more environmental kills. You know, we're finding meat grinders. We're pushing people into it. It's as simple as that. I love it, Isaac. Thank you for the clarification, my friend. And again, thank you for supporting the page. That's really funny. APVR is saying Terrifier 3 theory. I love it. Theories are my favorite. Here, so remember how Sienna's dad died from driving? What if it's the same thing that happened to the girl in the Terrifier short, and was happening to the dad? Maybe Art was following him. Ooh. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. Just like in the Terrifier short. Yeah, okay. Wow. That makes me want to go back and watch that. I'm not even going to lie. I have never made that connection. That is probably the best shot from that entire short. Like, that is so creepy when Art the Clown just pokes out from the back seat. And that, if you guys have not seen the original Terrifier short, I highly recommend checking it out. It's sadistic. It's fucked up. It's great. But man, that ending, oh my God. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, dude. That's a good point. Put the dad in that seat. Maybe that's what happened. Ooh, APVR, you're making me want to go back to that and just start dusting for clues, seeing if there's any other details that might come about in making more things. Exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. I like that, AP. You know what? If I do a theory video on that, I might just have to credit you, my friend. I'm gonna write that down right now. APVR gave me this idea. What a great fella. Do you do VR on your page, just out of curiosity? I've always wanted to get into that. I just never did. I never did. Never made it happen. Ella's talking about Tucker and Dale versus Evil, straight into the wood chipper. Great. That's a great sequence. I bought that movie and I've yet to rewatch it. It's so good though. I love it so much. I just haven't found the time. Well, easily one of my favorite horror comedies. Suja is saying Art lied to us that the trailer was today. It's coming soon though. You won't have to wait too much longer. I promise. We're getting it here soon. Which one do I like more, Scream 5 or Scream 6? You know, I think 5 and 6 both have their issues, but they also have some very different positives. I really like both of them, though. I will say, I think I lean a little more towards 6, just because I really like the first 2 acts a lot. Scream 5, I'm not as crazy about, like, the first act, but as we get into the back half, that's where I'm kind of like, okay, this is cool, but that opening scene's really lackluster in Scream 5. I don't know. The more I watch 5, the less I like the opening scene, which is such a big staple. The opening scene of 6, though, is like crazy to me. I'm blown away by it every time I see it. It's one of my, honestly, the opening scene of Scream 6 is one of my favorite moments in the whole franchise. I love it. So I lean towards 6, but again, 5 and 6, they both have their moments. You know, they both have their moments. So we'll see. We'll see what 7 ends up doing. I'm excited to rank like the new like requel trilogy. You know, I can't wait to see how that all shakes out when all things are said and done. Isaac's throwing $10 out there, dude. I really appreciate you again. Thank you. And oh, you got to see Coraline in 3D. Like that's the re-release, right? In theaters, and you still loved it. Dude, that's all. No, that's so great to hear. I love that movie to death. Like, it is genuinely one of my favorite kids movies ever made. I think it's so well done. The animation is gorgeous. And it's just a great concept. Like, it's just a really thought-provoking concept that I love. It's gorgeous. It's fantastical. The characters are so well written. I don't know. I love everything about Coraline. Also, Scream 7 also has already filmed its opening scene in what looks to be Sydney Sweeney on set with blood. They don't start filming until December, my friend. But I don't know. You know, maybe there's something. I haven't been keeping up with the rumors. I'm just gonna be so real with you. I hit a point with all the rumors that I was just kind of like, I'm just not interested. Like, half of this is contradicting stuff that we've been talking about in the past. And you know, mind you, every time a rumor comes out, I'm writing it down in a notebook and, like, you know, taking notes, and I'm like, oh, this came from this source and all this, and I'm seeing things now that I'm just like, this literally contradicted something from like 3 months ago, and I'm like, I'm just done. I'm done with a lot of these things. I feel like are made up, so I'm kind of just like chilling on the rumors right now. But I'm really excited to finally get some news about this. I would love to see Sydney Sweeney in Scream 7 though. You bring up an excellent point there. That would be an excellent actress to see in one of these movies. That would be a lot of fun. That really would be. She's great in Immaculate, if you guys didn't see that from earlier this year. Whew! Excellent horror film. Really good stuff there. Isaac, thanks for the $10, man. I appreciate your support a bunch. I really hope we get to see her in this movie, though. That would be great. Jose is throwing $10 out there with the super sticker. Oh my God, you're great, Jose. New to the channel, throwing out a bunch of super chats. I just appreciate it a bunch. By the way, it's I believe an avocado looking or shaped character with a superhero flying through the air. I love it, Jose. Dude, thank you so much for the support. I really does mean a lot. And again, just thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being part of the community. It means a lot. Davey Deathray is saying, I think Sienna's father was playing with some dark magic. Whatever he was messing with brought his creation to life. Ooh. I'm not ruling out this idea, though, that he got attacked by Art the Clown. You know, I'm still kind of with the whole idea of Art the Clown grew out of the back of his head, which if all 105 of you are like, Jake, you're fucking crazy, what are you talking about? So we know from Terrifier 2, right? I know some people have heard this spiel a lot from my videos, but bear with me here. We know from Terrifier 2, from the deleted ending specifically, that they didn't use for the film, that Art the Clown was supposed to grow out of the back of Victoria's head in the insane asylum and then break out, you know, and just like bust through and essentially killing her but coming back to life, right? Instead, the ending we got was Art the Clown being birthed out of her, well, you know, you remember the scene, I'm pretty sure. If you saw it in theaters, trust me, I'll never forget it, ladies and gentlemen. But I do believe that's kind of what happened. That's basically what I think happened to Sienna's father. But maybe they changed that. Again, they changed the ending to Terrifier 2, so maybe they changed some logic with Art the Clown. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I do believe something similar to what APVR was saying earlier might have some there might be some context clues there. They might be utilizing certain story elements from the past. Just like how I think from All Hallows Eve, I believe they'll be taking some story elements and implementing that into Terrifier 3. So we'll see. We'll see though. There's a lot to talk about there. Davey and APVR, I feel like you're both onto something there though, for sure. Got to get to some of these super chats. You guys are fantastic. Really do appreciate the support for the page. Isaac's throwing $2 out there. Thank you again, my friend. Saying Art's going to be rocking a Taylor Swift song in the Terrifier 3 trailer. Could you see him doing a Deadpool thing where he's dancing to to boy bands or something at the beginning of Terrifier 3? Hey man, you never know. You never know with this fella what he's gonna do. I'm here for it though. He likes to wear silly glasses, so you're telling me he doesn't like to be silly listening to goofy little songs and all that? You never know, Isaac. Thanks for the $2 though, man. I appreciate you a bunch. Hopefully he's not listening to anything off of her last album. Ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that. Scott Royston's been a member for 1 month. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that a bunch. Saying I thoroughly enjoy being here. Saw Trap, great film. Wait, what? Smell a sequel. Pray you're doing well, Jake. I never knew you were that young. You're young enough to be my son. It's funny. I work like I'm 40 years old, but I am 25. So I'm ready. I appreciate that. Thank you for being a member, Scott. It means a whole bunch to me. I can't wait for Terrifier 3, man. It's gonna be exciting. You're also gifting 5 Killjoy Jake memberships left and right here. I appreciate it a bunch. That's going to Austin Daniels, Paula Fitzhenry, Villain Killin' Dylan, JP, R, and Fort Misery Gaming. A lot of those are some longtime fellas, that hang out around here. So y'all got a free month. Look at that. It's exciting stuff. Scott, thanks for gifting those memberships, man. Thank you so much. And you're welcoming people to the fold too. Welcoming people to the Killjoy cult. I love it, man. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. Really do appreciate you. Thanks for all the support. What else is going on? Where is the poster for Terrifier 3? Everyone's asking. We should be getting it soon. I imagine at some point tonight. I'm refreshing the hell out of this thing. I don't know if you guys can hear all the TikTok music coming through this. I really hope not. I've been refreshing the Terrifier page like all day. Like, I don't know. I've been waiting for it. Nothing. Seeing if there's any new notifications. Let's check this out real quick. Nothing. Nothing yet. Yeah. You know what's funny though? Bloody Disgusting just reposted something about Terrifier, so it makes me think we're getting something maybe late tonight. Maybe like in another hour or so. I know some people just groaned when I said that. Hopefully we get it soon though. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Rachel's not really a Scream fan. Well, that we're gonna stay on topic mostly with Terrifier. I promise. I do love me some Scream though. I do love talking Scream, but once Scream 7 starts getting going, we'll probably do some Scream streams. But for right now, it's all Terrifier here. Things are exciting. Things are real exciting. APVR is saying I would love to see you play VR on GullGotha, and I don't make VR content, just love VR. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, very cool. Maybe I will. I might do that over on the gaming page, because that would be fun. That would be a good time, for sure. I think I missed something here. Did I miss something? Okay, no, there we go. Isaac's saying, by the way, that Sydney Sweeney rumor is from Twitter. Well, yeah, there you go. There you go. Hopefully, hey, maybe it's true. You never know. But Twitter likes to make up stuff a lot, which makes me sad. But Isaac, thank you for the 2 again. Maybe, hey, you never know. Maybe she will be the opening scene. That would be great. Scott Royston is saying 2 films that come to mind when I think of a wood chipper or grinder are Silent Night Deadly Night remake, and Halloween Ends. This is true. This is very true. I think the Silent Night remake though might take the cake there. I really like that one. That's a standout from that movie. If you guys have never seen the Silent Night Deadly Night remake, it's actually pretty good. Like, actually, I personally really like it. I think it's doesn't get talked about enough in terms of Christmas slashers that people love. That one's not bad. I haven't thought about it in a while, to be honest, Scott. There are admittedly some forgettable elements about it, but it's fun. I think it's a good one. It's got some really good kills. That's a big highlight of that film for sure. But Scott, great pull there. I forgot about that one. Good stuff for sure. Jake, what do you think will happen in the opening scene, since Damien said it will be controversial? Well, again, this poster that we're all, just hankering for at this point. It's basically this picture right here of Arthur. Not too bloodied up yet. He's not really covered in blood, but I think that's going to change moments after this picture is taken, is what I'll tell you right now, because I do believe that this is from the opening scene. We don't see him covered in blood, and again, if we're going back to what happened in Terrifier 2, the guy was soaked by the time he got his head cut off at the end of Terrifier 2. So my guess is that all these sequences where we see Art pretty clean, covered in cobwebs, just maybe he's been sitting in an attic this whole time for the past 5 years. There's a bit of a time jump between Terrifier 2 and 3. We're just going to see him rip some people apart in the first 10 minutes or so. And it's going to be brutal. We already kind of know his weapon of choice, too. We already know that he's going to be using a box cutter, as we know from this picture right here. So, I don't know. My guess is that I think he's just going to do something really upsetting and really brutal with this at the beginning of the movie. And can we pause? Can we all just take a second and look at this? Look at how terrifying that image is. I mean, that might be the scariest image of Art the Clown I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if anything comes close. Horrifying. Just goddamn. This scene, whatever happens here, this is it. This is the controversy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is quite yet, but I hope it's good. I hope it's good, whatever it ends up being. I'm so here for it. Gameplay Panda, another one of our beloved members. Thanks for being here, Mr. Panda. Appreciate you a bunch. Hey, Jake, I was thinking the beginning of Terrifier 3 will be the attic scene. Well, look at that. We're on the same page there, Gameplay Panda. I don't know what attic this is. I don't know what's going on there, but I do believe it's going to involve construction workers finding him somewhere, and he's going to run after them and start killing them. Why I'm guessing this? What construction workers? What are you even talking about, Jake? We see this quick flash in the teaser trailer where someone in like those high visibility vests, like that are like orange and green and got like the white stripes and all that, very reflective. We see one of those guys just like go right up to him at some point. That's, again, it's me guessing that's the opening scene there. I don't know. I'm not 100%, but I believe he's going to rip apart a few people, and it's going to be really upsetting. So I'm right there with you. I do believe that's the opening, and it's just going to be a nasty kill. That's my guess. It's just going to be a really nasty, fucked up kill. That's going to make me very happy. Jose is throwing 5 out there saying, question, will Terrifier 3 show a kid death? Ooh. Assuming from the trailer, I would think yes. What do you think, Jake? My guess right now is yes. But, will it be will it be like Dawn's death in the first Terrifier? Will it be like Allie's death in Terrifier 2? I don't think so. Why I say that is because I think there's this common misconception with Terrifier that it really only exists to offend. It's just, it has no story and shit like that. Where we have people, don't even get me started about the people on Twitter right now saying it's misogynistic. That's so fucking short-sighted and tells me you actually have not seen these movies. There's so much more to Terrifier. Honestly, even in the first one, sure, the story isn't great. It's not very well written in that first film, but I think there's more to it than just a sadistic clown killing people. You know what I mean? There is a little bit of emotion. There is a little bit of twisting the typical slasher formula. Your final girl shows up in the third act to try to help, and then she gets her face eaten off. It's brutal. But, if you think about it, comparing it to like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Sally Hardesty gets emotionally traumatized. That's at least what you're led to believe by the end of that film. And that's brutal. Now we're just taking that idea, and I feel like taking it a step farther. That's what that first Terrifier did. It broke some rules. Your final girl got out alive, and I guess kind of stopped the killer. Not really, but that's the point. Those are the rules that this movie was trying to push and do things differently. And it's the same thing applied here. You know what I mean? It's the same thing right here. They're going to be pushing some boundaries, but the goal is not to just make the most offensive thing ever. You know what I mean? That's just a side effect of Art the Clown's just his antics. That's just the side effect of that. When approaching one of these movies, I don't believe what goes through Damien's head is, how can I offend the most amount of people ever? I think what's going through his head is, what would Art the Clown do in this situation? This evil, maniacal maniac who is the most chaotic, evil entity in basically all of film. What would he do? What would he do in this situation? And how can we apply that to an emotional story? I think that's where he is. That's where he is personally. So if this does happen, which yes has been very much so implied by that first Terrifier 3 teaser, I don't think it's going to be exploitation. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be tasteful, but still brutal and still horrifying. But I mean, and the other thing too, again, horror has done this before. It's not the first time you're ever going to see a kid get killed by a slasher villain in a movie. Halloween 2018 just did that. It 2017 just did that. Two of the most popular horror movies from the 2010s. now we're all mad at Art the Clown for doing it. I don't know. It's crazy. It's a very strange discourse considering that not just those films have done it, but many, many, many more before it have. So yes, I do believe a kid's going to die in this movie, but I think it's not going to be done in the way that some people are thinking it's going to. But Jose, thank you for the 5, man. I really do appreciate it a bunch. And, you know, the Blob is another one I like to bring up a lot. That's a brutal child death, man. We see him melt and everything. I mean, is it, you know, are we not mad at that film? You know, we're just mad at Art, huh? That's what's up. Crazy, man. Don't get me started though. That's a whole damn thing. Jose's also throwing $10 more in there saying attic scene will be brutal. I think it will, man. You know, ever since I saw Mia in Evil Dead 2013 use a box cutter to, you know, fillet her tongue and or butterfly her tongue, whatever the term is, and do the thing where it's like you can kind of move them up and down at the same time. Crazy. That's a real thing, by the way. Like, people can actually do that. Terrifies me. No way. It really has made me terrified of that little that little kind of knife. Horrifying. So I imagine whatever Art the Clown is going to do might even be worse. And yes, I do believe this attic scene is going to be something that we're talking about for a long time afterwards. But Jose, again, thank you for the 10, my friend. I can't wait to see how brutal this ends up being. I'm so excited. Comet? I don't know. There's a lot of 3s in there, so I'm confused. I don't think it is. I think that's after the time jump. If you're talking about between Terrifiers 2 and 3, there is a 5-year time jump. It is strange. We were talking about a lot of things there, so apologies. I might have gotten a little confused. The cobweb bit is so scary, it genuinely freaks me out. I feel like the scene will be so suspenseful. I agree. Stereo Crow's getting impatient, wants to see that trailer already. Man, I know. Or poster, I mean. We should be getting it soon, I hope. Fingers crossed. Orby Evil is saying, what's up, Jake? What's up, Orby Evil? How's it going? I love your profile picture. That's really well done. Wow. I'm curious, did you draw that yourself, or is that just like a crazy image? I love it. It's sick. Very good stuff. Thanks for being here. Zach Trooper is saying, I think if they kill a kid, it'll be like Benny Loves You and All Hallows Eve, where it just shows the body, not the process. I agree. We might see like a quick, you know, something, but it's not gonna be what some people are saying it is. You know what I mean? It's I believe I believe, you know, Terrifier dances on the line of too far. Does that make sense? Like, it's never like pushing it so far to the point of like, okay, I can't watch this anymore, you know? It just dances on that. I think that's a good way to put it. But yeah, I don't believe it's going to be as far as some people say it will. But I also agree with other Zach here. Lots of Zachs in the chat tonight, saying that pushing boundaries is necessary in horror. It is. What if The Exorcist in 1973 never decided to make a religious horror flick? You know what I mean? What if they were just like, that's too far. Well, we can't say blasphemous things. It would offend too many people. Well, then, you know, I don't know what the state of horror would look like now. I couldn't tell you, because that's one of the most influential horror films of all time. So I say push boundaries. Don't stop another new Exorcist, a new Evil Dead, a new The Thing from doing what it's going to do. So run it. Let's see what happens. And if you're not a fan, that's cool. Just don't see it. That's all I gotta say. If you're not into that, don't see it. I also don't think it's like a necessary thing for Terrifier 3, but if that's where they want to go, I say go for it, man. Push boundaries. It's fictional too at the end of the day, so thank God. Thank God it is. Rockland Graves Productions. What's up, Evan? How's it going, man? Jake, your video was the first thing to come up when I Googled Terrifier 3 without being signed in. Holy crap. You're fully aligned with that algorithm. Man, I really do appreciate it, Evan. That means a lot. That's so cool. Yeah, things are good. You know what? Spooky season is always fun. I love this time of year. People actually check out the videos. So Evan, thank you so much, man. That's a pep in my step, giving me a shoot up the caboose, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't. But Evan, I do appreciate you a bunch, man. I absolutely love your content. I have to say it. Evan, you're always welcome on the page. We got to talk some more horror. And my God, my friend, keep up those good videos, because I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see whatever you do next. Go subscribe to Rockland Graves, by the way. He's almost at 40K, ladies and gentlemen. That's so exciting. Very exciting stuff there. Fallon Vamp throwing $2 out there. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you for the support. David Howard Thornton implied the attic scene is what made him gag. I could see it. I could see that being the sequence. It looks upsetting. Again, you know, if you're just like, ugh, it's gonna be nothing. Look at that motherfucker. I don't know what to say. Like that, whatever's happening here, even if this isn't the opening scene, even if I'm totally wrong, whatever's happening here, I'm excited for it. Maybe the most. The shower scene's gonna be great too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, look at how goofy this is. Look at that silly little guy with his fucking Christmas tree glasses. That's great. But this is, oh my God. I mean, there's something. That's what my nightmares are made of right there. Fallon Vamp. Dear God, that's so scary. But I'm very excited to see what it's all about, and it made Art the Clown himself almost throw up. I don't know. I'm so excited. I just can't wait for this movie, and I'm not going to stop talking about it until we get to it. But Fallon Vamp, thank you for the 2. This is a very good point right here. We might have 2 big kill scenes to talk about by the time we get out of the theater for Terrifier 3. Isn't that exciting? Whatever happens in the shower, and then whatever happens in the attic stays in the attic and the shower respectively. That's what I like to say. There we go. Jake, do you think the main kill will be at the beginning or middle of the movie? Well, basing it on the last 2, you know, probably somewhere in the middle. And you know, here's the other thing about that, right? Whatever this attic scene is, or whatever this opening that's so controversial ends up being, I don't think it's going to be like the craziest part of the whole movie. Like, I do think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good tone setter to be like, this is Terrifier 3, baby, you know? But I also believe that if you put your best foot forward at the very beginning and then you don't do anything else throughout the film that tops that, I think that's a recipe for disaster. So I don't think the opening scene will be the best thing we see throughout the whole flick, but it's gotta be at least good, right? It's gotta be at least something exciting and spicy, put us in the horror mood, you know? I think about the opening to Terrifier too. It's brutal. I mean, my God. Art the Clown beats a man to death with a little tiny hammer and then takes out his eyeball, puts it in his eyeball, and kind of does a goofy little dance. It's great. I love it. But, you know, if that was the craziest kill in the movie, everything else would, you know, pale in comparison, right? I think it's also, it's kind of like how you go and you see a sequel to a movie that's just a little lesser than the first one, and you walk out and you're almost a little disappointed, right? I always think that it's like, okay, that was good, I enjoyed it, but I don't have that same feeling I did after I saw the first one, where it was like, that was awesome. It's a similar vibe, I would say. So I hope that the opening scene is good, but I hope the big kill of the movie is somewhere more towards the middle, personally. I just think that helps with pacing a little bit. Orby Evil is saying, I didn't. It's the Powell Peralta logo, just eyeless. Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't know what that is. Powell Peralta. I'm going to have to look that up. That's cool. It must be a studio that does creepy things. Tell you what. It looks creepy. I like it. Jank is saying, GullGotha, you got to play the Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 1 and 2. I've heard of these games. I've never played these. I've only ever played like the original Five Nights at Freddy's. I might have to go some of the weirder ones though, for sure. That might be fun. I'm going through Poppy Playtime right now, and I have to upload on that page. I've just been so busy. But soon it's coming. I'm gonna play more of those games and maybe more of the Five Nights at Freddy's too. So that's exciting. It's exciting stuff. Silver Princess is throwing $5 out there. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the support. If Stu ever returns, he will become the new deadliest Ghostface, taking the crown away from Roman Bridger. Also, my Alien Game of Thrones crossover is up. That's exciting. Oh wow. So Silver Princess, for those who don't know, quick Scream segue here, is a big fan of Roman. Big fan of Romans. Really likes Roman, but is saying that, you know, we might like Stu even more, you know, if he comes back, that is. You know, what I will say is that it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, I don't think. Personally, I'm not really, you guys know how I feel about a Stu return, but it's not out of the realm of possibility considering how poppin' Matthew Lillard is right now. You know, he's the big bad guy of Five Nights at Freddy's, and he signed on to do 2 more of those. So, you know, why wouldn't Scream want to put him in a new movie for some kind of new role or maybe a comeback, whatever? I don't know. You know, is that where they end up going? Me personally, I'm just not crazy about that. Some people I know would lose their mind over it, though. I've talked to plenty of people who would love to see a Stu revival. You never know, though. And if it makes people happy, well, I guess that makes me happy, kind of. But I hope that whatever Scream 7 ends up doing, it's just the best thing for the franchise. That's the biggest thing for me. I just want whatever's best for the franchise to keep it going and to keep it of quality. Silver Princess, though, thank you so much for the $5. I really do appreciate you, and I hope that crossover, whatever it is awesome. That's very cool. Alien and Game of Thrones. It's an interesting two universes to mix together. You know, that's cool. Jake, how do you think Art gets his Christmas tree glasses? I think at the mall. Actually, that's a really good question. I thought about this a lot. I think he gets them at the mall because think about it. He's wearing his, Santa costume that's already covered in blood. I think at some point he's just gonna, pick those out of some kind of Christmas store or something at the mall and just take them. Maybe that's why he gets kicked out, maybe not just because he's covered in blood and, well, the body of a dead mall Santa, but maybe it's also because he's stealing too, adding more crimes to Art's repertoire on top of everything else, right? But that's a good question. That's a good question, my friend. I think he's just gonna take him. He's just gonna take him somewhere and just put him on, have him for a little sequence of the movie. Evan is saying, dude, thank you. Too kind. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Oculus, The Babadook, and Terrifier 2 are up next. Oh, man. I'm really excited for the Terrifier 2 one. I'm not going to lie. I like all these movies, but I'm hyped for the T2 one. You're doing the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'm guessing, from that? Because, when I see Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think about a different movie in the franchise. So when I see the Texas Chainsaw, two different words, Massacre, then I think of the 1974 one. But I'm just being a fucking nerd at this point. I'm excited for all these episodes, though. Evan, you do such a great job. I can't wait to see whatever comes next, man. Great stuff. Great stuff for sure. Oscar H is saying, give me that T3 trailer already. Also, the box cutter image is my favorite. I can tell, Oscar, from your profile picture. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, I'm so excited for the full trailer, man. I can't wait to see what else they decide to reveal. Again, I hope not too much. That first teaser was fantastic. First real teaser, I should say, was fantastic. Did not show us too much, gave us a vibe of what's going on here, gives us an idea of what some of the kills are going to be, but we didn't actually really see anything, right? We saw like a second of like Mia's arm getting chainsawed. That's it. That's all we got. Which makes me very happy personally. I don't want to know, I don't want to see anything before I see it, Not too much, at least. A little taste. I think the best trailers just create a vibe. They don't have to show you anything to win you over, right? They just kind of give you a vibe of what this is all going to be about. Wow, I guess a lot of people know what Powell Peralta is. I just don't. It's an old skateboard brand. It's a who's who of legendary skaters that started their humble beginnings there. Man, this is brand new knowledge to me. I like the skateboard look and feel and vibe. It's a cool thing. I'll have to look into this. I don't know too much about it, Ty Lee, but cool. Very cool stuff. I wonder if there will be an after the credits scene in this new movie. There was for the last one, so maybe. I'm sticking around when the credits roll. I'll tell you what, GK fan. I'm sticking around. You never know. Maybe some other character from the past comes back. Who knows? Riley Denby is saying, can't wait for the sequel. Art's big day out. It's Art's big day, guys. It's Art's Christmas adventure. I can't wait. The return of Art, Art Key Balboa, 50 Shades of Art, Inglorious Arts, Terrifier, the Battle of the Five Arties. That's a strange one to reference. I love it though. 50 Shades of Art is the one that I want to see the most. God damn, that clown he gets me going. He riles me up, ruffles my feathers, if you know what I'm saying. That's gross. Anyways, let's keep moving. What are your thoughts on the ending of Terrifier 3? I haven't seen it yet, Orion. I don't know. I have no thoughts quite yet, but I'm excited to see where it ends, where it goes. I think it's going to be a little more tragic than Terrifier 2's, though. If I have to say anything right now, I'm being a little more predictive, of course. I do think Art the Clown is going to be stopped again, but with a heavier price this time around than in Terrifier 2. So while Terrifier 2 kind of has like a little bit of a triumphant ending, that there is some tragic loss, of course, but it's a little bit, it's like yeah, it's got a fuck yeah ending, right? Where Art the Clown gets his head chopped off. I don't think we're gonna have it may be a little bit of that in Terrifier 3, but I don't think it's gonna be as triumphant. I think it's going to be a little more just like, oh God, thank God this movie, thank God it's over for Sienna. I feel so bad, That's how I feel. We're really going to feel that a lot more in this new one. If I had to guess, I think she's going to lose some more family members. Let's just say that. Evan saying yes, the original one. Thanks for the clarification. Sorry, I'm such a dork. IDK is a channel member. Appreciate you a bunch. Saying, yo, sorry I'm late. I forgot there was a stream tonight and I was about to watch your thing channel membership vid. Yes. Oh, dude, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, there is a new horror hot takes video out there this week, which is so exciting. It's on, a little underground horror film. It's called The Thing from 1992. Or 1982, I mean, dear God. You might have heard of this one. I don't know. It's, again, a little underground. But give it a watch. It's brand new. It's up there for channel members. Go check it out. It's a fun one. Really enjoyed watching that movie. Man, I can't wait for all the channel members to see it. It's another good episode. We do weekly episodes of the Horror Hot Take series, so go check them out every week. We're doing a weird one next week, by the way. It looks like Terrifier, but it's not. It's a movie called Circus of the Dead. It was recommended by Art the Clown member Daryl Collins. Mad shout out to Daryl. Thank you so much for the suggestions recently, my friend. It's again, Circus of the Dead. I have never seen this movie before. It's going to be the first time in Horror Hot Takes history that I watched a movie I hadn't seen previously, and I no idea what it's about. It has a clown that looks just like Art, and it predates the first Terrifier by like 2 years. So I'm excited to see what this is all about, see if it's anything special, maybe an inspiration for Terrifier. Who knows? We will see for sure, though. It's going to be a fun episode next week, though. Big landmark. Again, like I said, first time I'm watching one where I've never seen it before. Ella is gotta skedaddle to see the double feature. Great stream as always. Thanks, Jake and Chad. Ella, thanks for hanging out with us as long as you did. Have fun with Jeffrey Reddick tonight. Holy crap. So exciting. Enjoy Final Destinations 1 and 2. Have a good time. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you a bunch. Stereo Crow is saying, according to the Terrifier subreddit, the Instagram account for the T3 account is trolling people. Every time someone asks about the poster, they're replying, thanks for asking about him. Damn, I want to see something already. Come on now. Oh shit. It just dropped. Oh my God. I literally was like, I should check it. I mean, 18 seconds ago, it just dropped. Hang on, everybody. You're going to see it here first on Killjoy Jake. Terrifier 3 poster. Oh my God. I'm uploading it right now as we speak. It's sick. It looks disgusting. All right. All right. Let's show off our old Arthur. Old Arthur, man. There he is. And any second now. You just got to wait a little longer. Everyone's like, I don't want to wait longer. There's the poster. There he is. Glorious. He looks amazing. Bam. Well, that's sick. Again, this is just showcasing that attic sequence, I think. Big question mark there because, he has the axe now, and we see him later on when he has the art, like the suit on where he's wielding the axe. So will he have an axe the whole film? I don't know. Maybe this is an amalgamation of multiple scenes. Posters are never to be trusted. You never know. You never know what they're going to get from this. But I will say this looks badass. It looks awesome. I want this framed on the wall, frankly. It's simple but effective. I love the way it looks. That's dope as hell, man. Well, I will have a video out talking a little bit about that poster tomorrow, but we're going to keep streaming. Fuck it. Let's see what else is going on. But I love it. Looks great. Thought we were going to get a little bit bigger of a reveal. Not going to lie. There's a lot of drama with this, which was dope. It is, want to credit Creepy Duck Art, who made the poster, though, which is dope. Love him. Love his, love a lot of the posters he makes. That's very cool. Very good stuff from him. But it's a sick poster nonetheless. I love it. It's very exciting stuff. What are we thinking, everybody? I see Hell Yaz all around. He's a 10, but he's a serial killer. That's really funny. What an eternal optimist. Love that big smile. Oh, yeah. Great stuff all around. He looks so good, bro. He does. He looks amazing. He looks fantastic. Isaac's thrown another 5 out there. Really appreciate you a bunch. Thank you. Saying, I heard that Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, and Milo Manheim are all booked from... I don't know, from December to February. Yes, so we do know that Scream 7 is going to be filming from December to early March, I believe, of next year. So it's exciting stuff. We'll have a lot to talk about Scream-wise come this winter. So I imagine this winter this is going to become a Scream page again. Right now we're clowning around. We're clowning around, baby. Clowning around, getting some gore candy here soon. I'm excited. But lots of fun stuff to talk about in the world of horror right now. I can't wait. I can't wait to get into it. But Isaac, thank you for the 5 again. I can't wait to see all these fellas in there. It would be cool to see Milo Manheim in Scream 7 too. That would be awesome. We just saw him in Thanksgiving. So it would be dope to see him cross over into another murder mystery franchise for sure. Isaac, thank you for the 5 again, man. Thank you for the support. It means a bunch. I'm curious what else we got to say about all this. My glorious king. There's my glorious king. Now where is the trailer? Again, coming soon. I don't think it's going to be today, but we'll be getting it here soon, I imagine. David Howard Thornton is selling Terrifier masks for $150. Whew, that's going to break the bank for old Jake. I don't know about that one. I would like an Art the Clown costume one day, though. That would be fun. Be fun to run around as that little fella. 1L is saying, I mean, it's all right. I was expecting more, but it's pretty good. It's not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of melodrama with this poster. Like, they were revealing sections of it. You know, I thought it was gonna be a little crazier, maybe reveal something about the movie. It's cool. It's dope though. I'm not complaining. It's a dope trailer, or it's a dope poster. Those words are just interchangeable in my mind right now because we're talking about both. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. Simple but effective. I agree with that, Zach. I vibe with it. If I were cast in Terrifier 3, how would you want to die? Viciously. Viciously, Darcy. I would want Art the Clown to give me just a horrific death. Just the worst in the film, personally, if I could make that happen. But I'll also take just, if he wants to shoot me in the face or something. I'm here for that too. Whatever Damien would want to cook up. That's what I would say. I would be so down for it. I would love to just be one of the Clown Cafe patrons. I would love to just be going and getting some weird food there. that would be dope. But anything just to be a part of these movies would be such an honor. It truly would be such an honor to be killed by my favorite slasher villain. So. Oh, Anthony, I'm so sorry to hear this. Anthony Morano, thank you so much for being a channel member. And you're saying, ever been depressed and then see a live stream going on that makes you a little less depressed? Well, I'm so sorry, Anthony. Listen, what I will say is that whatever you got going on, at least you can come here and talk a little bit about your favorite horror movies. There's that. You know what I mean? You got to look on the bright side sometimes. Shit gets tough, but you can always fall back on your favorite horror movies to watch. There is that. I was, I started this channel because I was depressed, if I'm being completely real. Not to get too personal, but I started watching horror movies, loved them. It got me through a rough patch of old Jake's life, and here I am now. So, hey man, horror movies may be better than therapy. I still recommend therapy, but horror movies were my therapy personally, and it worked. It worked for me, so that's what I'll say. Isaac, thank you for the $2, my friend. I do appreciate that again, and you meant early. I had a little word I was stumbling there. No, I got you. I got you. You didn't have to throw another super chat out there to say that. I appreciate that. So early December to February is what you meant. I got you. Dude, thank you again for the support tonight. Really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. Dialing Space, thanks for being a channel member. Saying, do you think Sienna will ever have a romantic interest in either Terrifier 3 or possibly Terrifier 4? Or do you believe she's too far gone, mentally exhausted, and defeated to even think about romance? That's a really interesting question. That's tough. It's really tough to say because I think that has to be, it has to be done right. Because I think the thing about Sienna that I like so much is that she is this, I'm literally using words that are like part of a meme, but she's a strong, independent woman. You know what I mean? That's a very important aspect to her character. And I wouldn't want to undermine that with, let's say a male character that she's interested in that saves the day at the end. I don't want that shit. Nah, come on. Sienna stands on her own. She's a badass by herself. And that's very important. It's very important to me, especially with this character and telling her story correctly, in my opinion. So I would love to see her continue to be a badass in this movie, just like Ellen Ripley. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Ellen Ripley's arc, and sure, in Alien 3, she has a romantic interest, but that's because it's fucking Alien 3. When, the character is actually being respected in the films she's in, like in Alien and Aliens, I think it's awesome and it rocks. And she never really had a romantic interest. So I say we don't really, I don't think this is necessary. I don't think it's necessary, but I also, like, if they decide to go down that route, it can be done right. I'm not going to say it would be horrible if they ended up going that route. No. But I don't think it's necessary, I guess is what I'm saying. But I also wouldn't go so far as to say that she could be too far gone to think about that either. I think that there's a possibility you could write it in a way that does work and does vibe. But again, I think Sienna's she's got to face this battle on her own and still be a badass. I don't want to see somebody saving the day for her. I don't want this to turn into Halloween Ends, what they did with Andy Matichak's character. Like, please, God, no. Please don't reduce Sienna Shaw to being a one-note character like they did with Allison. That would suck. But Dialing Space, though, I really do appreciate you a bunch. Thank you for being a channel member, my friend. Cabana Steve. I love this name. What's up, man? Thanks for the $5. Love your profile picture, too. Saying, my wife made me turn off Circus of the Dead halfway through. She made it through Terrifiers 1 and 2, though. Okay. That doesn't bode well for Circus of the Dead, but I'm still excited to watch it. I'm waiting until we actually record that video next week to watch it. I want to go into it blind. Like, it's gonna make this horror hot takes episode really special, I think. by not knowing anything, because usually, you know, in the other videos, I'm kind of talking about like some, you know, some opinions I have on these movies, or, you know, critiquing things, praising things that I really like about a film, whatever. But I think that it'll make this Circus of the Dead video a little more interesting to get like a first time reaction. So I'm actually really excited to get into this one. Even if I hate it, like I feel like I'm still gonna have a lot of things to say. Something I've noticed is that when I actually dislike a film, I feel like I have more to say. Like for instance, we watched Congo recently, a 1995 movie that's it's got some problems, but it's very fun. I still really enjoy it. It's kind of a so bad it's good, you know? I felt like I had way more to say about that film versus The Thing that I watched today, you know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, today's video, I did make it very goofy, but I found myself struggling to, you know, say more goofy things because I'm just like, this is so good. I'm just enjoying watching this movie so much, you know? So there is a part of me that's kind of hoping that Circus of the Dead is bad so that I can rip on it a little bit. But I'm always rooting for a movie before I see it. I will say that to kind of contradict that last statement. But hey, man, sometimes the so bad it's goods, those are the best to do a little riff track on. That's what I've noticed. So. But Cabana Steve, I'm so sorry your wife did not like that one. I'm glad that she liked Terrifier 1 and 2 though. That's dope. Rock on. I showed my girlfriend Terrifier 2 recently, and she wanted to throw up. She was like, this is insane. What the fuck? Why would someone make this? I loved it. It was great. Cabana Steve, though, thank you for the 5. I do appreciate your support a bunch. Thanks for being here. That doesn't bode well for that movie. It's so funny. Darcy Fletcher, what's up, Darcy? Saying, I always thought that if I was ever confronted by Art, I'd just totally fan over him. Like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. How cool was it when you skinned that girl? I was totally into that. I don't think he would kill you. I think he would hang out with you at that point. Art the Clown has emotions. Like, a lot of people want to write him off as just this, you know, mindless, sadistic killer. He gets mad. Dude, Art the Clown gets pissed off, man. And it's kind of funny. He, like, what I've noticed about all the big kill sequences in the Terrifier franchise is that there's a lot of setup getting there. You know, a lot of people just talk about the overall, like, literal execution and execution of it, right? I like what I did there. I appreciate that if no one else did. But there's a lot of setup getting to those big kill sequences in both movies. Dawn, for instance, fucks with them a little bit, right? Starts taking pictures with them, and he doesn't really appreciate that. He's not a big fan. You know, he's like, I don't like that you're messing with me right now. You know, I'm just kind of doing my thing. I'm trying to build up some tension here. I want to kill this Terra woman character here, and Dawn's kind of messing with that. So what does he do? He saws her in half, through the middle, which is so messed up. Dear God. So, and it's the same thing with Allie, right? She kind of throws candy in his face, says, "You're too old to be trick or treating. Get out of here, creep!" And he gets all mad and then scuffles off. So, I really do think that if you were to fan over him, your chances might get a little better. You might survive an encounter with the fella. So you never know. I also think about all the human beings, all the characters that have survived encounters with Art the Clown, which, yes, there have been those characters. How about all those trick-or-treaters in Terrifier 2 who all got candy from Art, you know? He doesn't want to kill everybody. I mean, he's just a chaotic character. You know, I think that's, at the end of the day, that's what you got to remember about Art. He's not just... I don't know if he really has any motivations besides just chaotic energy. You know, he just wants to have fun doing his thing, which I love. So Darcy, that's kind of a good play. I'm not gonna lie. I might use that if I ever encounter Art the Clown. God forbid, dear Lord. How will Art not get caught by anyone since it's not Halloween and he's walking around in a damn clown costume? Well, he's walking around in a Santa costume, technically. Maybe, actually, that might be the motivation for wanting to get the Santa Claus costume. Come to think of it, Rib Go Crazy, that makes a lot of sense. Because, you know, if you see Art the Clown running around not Art the Clown, if you see Santa Claus walking around on Christmas, you're just like, yeah, that checks out. Guy's just going to work, right? Or maybe it's really the Santa Claus. You never know. You never know, man. That's what I gotta say. Riley is saying some other sequels of the Art the Clown cinematic universe include Mallrats, Mall Arts. Oh wait, I love that. I misread that. Kung Art Hustle, Art the Clown's Hood of Horror, Art Piece. Yes, Art the Clown One Piece. Oh my God. And last but not least, Jack Art. I love it. Mall Arts is the one that really threw me for a loop there. I love it. Great stuff. The Askewniverse, but the Artiverse. It's great stuff. Great stuff all around. Zach Trooper is saying, is Sienna magic or something? Like, how the hell did that wound heal like that? And what was the effect? I think the sword is the worst part of Terrifier 2. I think they're going to explain it a little more in Terrifier 3. I'm holding judgment for it, if I'm being real, because it is a little easy, right? I'm holding judgment on it until Terrifier 3 comes out, because I feel like there's a lot of elements to 1 and 2 that have yet to be explained that I'm sure is coming in this new film. We've learned that we're going to learn a lot more about Sienna's dad and his connection to Art the Clown, so I feel like that's where it's all coming from, right? That's where the sword comes from, the dad. So there's got to be something about the father that would explain who Art the Clown is and, Sienna's unfortunate connection to the character. Shoot to Kill, hell yeah, it did. It just did come out. It looks awesome. Fucking love it. For those who missed it, we were talking about it a minute ago. It rocks. Love the way it looks. Oh my God. So exciting. Exciting stuff here. I don't know how to, why can I, okay. I was clicking it and it wasn't coming off. I'm like, what's going on? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, let's get back to it. Sorry. Got excited there. Deegan is saying, my girlfriend couldn't handle gore at first, but she's gotten used to it and is actually interested in seeing Terrifier. Can't wait to show her. She's even going to help me with his costume for Halloween. Nice. Hey, very nice, man. My girlfriend and I think, just decided we're going to be Beetlejuice and Lydia. So I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be fun. But Art the Clown is an excellent choice, too. That's popping right now. I kind of want to be Art the Claus. Arthur Claus, I mean. That would be fun. So enjoy, have fun. Yeah, my girlfriend hasn't seen the first one, but I also, I look at the first Terrifier as almost like a prequel to Terrifier 2 at this point. Because, I mean, it's kind of just the story of the first massacre that makes Art the Clown who he is, right? So that the characters in 2 know who the fella is. So it's just kind of like it's just a prequel to me. That's all the first Terrifier is. I really enjoy it. I think I do think it's good. It's grown on me quite a bit. But I will say, I think that Terrifier 2 is a bit of a step up. So I'm excited to see what Terrifier 3 is all about. I think it's going to be even better. I think it's going to be the best one from the whole franchise. I can't wait. This Oscar is saying, this is the greatest day of my life. We got the poster for Terrifier 3. We also got a poster for Pinocchio Unstrung. Can this day get any better? I don't know. Tell you what, it's a lot of exciting stuff all around, Oscar. Oh my God. Yeah, the Pinocchio Unstrung poster looks dope as fuck. It kind of looks like the Child's Play 2019 poster. I'm not complaining. It's cool looking. I'll throw it up on screen though, just so you kind of get what I'm saying here. I'm very excited for this one. I'm honestly, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm more excited for the new TCU films, even more than I was for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, because I really think they're onto something. They're cooking here. I've been hearing things, I'm friends with some of the guys making this, so I can't say too much. I don't want to spoil any of the surprises coming your way here, but I will say I think Pinocchio and Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, to look out for these bad boys, because I think that we got something brewing here that's really special. So I'm really excited to see what it's all about. But man, your boy's excited. Your boy's excited for both of those especially. I can't wait to see what it's all about. What else we talking about here in the chat? Ooh, Jake, I forgot to say I watched Alien Romulus the other day, and that ending was fucking terrifying. Yes. Oh my God, Alien Romulus kicked ass. I had such a good time with it, man. It makes me want to play Alien Isolation because I've never played it before. And hearing Fede praise it so much and saying it was a big inspiration for the movie, I'm like, I gotta play this. What? Oh man. So at some point I will be playing that on the gaming channel. I'm so glad you liked Alien Romulus though. It makes me happy. It's probably my favorite film of the year so far. Blown away by it. Jake Boss is asking, I'm confused about the movie Stream. From Terrifier director on Writers, it says theatrically released August 21st, but it's not showing at any theaters in my area. I want to say someone just said, yeah, it's a very limited release. I'm in Florida and there's a theater playing 45 minutes for me. Yeah, no, this is true. It is a very limited release. But what I will say is, just like Terrifier 2, don't forget that was a limited release. And what ended up happening with that was a bunch of people came out to the theater. Like, people came out in droves to go see it, and then they extended it. They were like, oh man, people are seeing this, let's leave it in theaters. So if we can go see it this weekend, if we can go see Stream, and if enough people go check it out, they might extend it, and then more people can see it in their area. So if it is playing in your area, fellas, go check it out. go watch it. Go see it. I mean, all you gotta do is one ticket, you know. If you got one of the Regal passes, you know, use that. Go do it. If you got the Cinemark pass, you know, get a ticket for free and go check it out. I mean, it's so worth your time. It's so much fun, especially if you're a Terrifier fan. I can't stress it enough. This is it's one of my favorite horror films of the year. It's a great slasher, and genuinely, Damien Leone's effects are fucking amazing in this movie. It has some Terrifier level kills that blew me away. One of my favorite, one of my favorite deaths of the entire year is in this flick, without a doubt in my mind. It might be better than that In a Violent Nature kill. So I don't know, man. I really enjoyed it. It was really cool. And Stefano is hanging out with us tonight. What's up, man? How you doing? Sup? What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a channel member, and thanks for gifting memberships, man. Oh my God, I appreciate the heck out of you. Who's getting some of these memberships though? Let's see it. It's going to Jocelyn Yeri, Joe Barrage. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you for being a member, guys. MLA Sucks at Fortnite, Alex Ogden, and Rami Abdallah. Oh my God, it's so exciting. Welcome to the fold, fellas. Very exciting stuff. Stefano, thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. You guys can check out the new The Thing video right now after this, or maybe after this stream if you still want to hang out with Jake for a little bit. Thank you so much, Stefano. Appreciate that a bunch. But yeah, that's the new Thing video, Horror Hot Takes, is out right now. You can check it out. Jake rips on The Thing. Not really. I sucked its dick the whole time. Let's be completely real. I love that movie. It's so good. It might be a perfect horror film. I do talk, you know, what's interesting though, it's horror hot take. So I had to have a hot take on it. There was one thing about it that I was like, you know what? Okay, that kind of bugs me on like my 30th watch of this film. So I did talk about that. If you want to know what it is, go check it out. Madison is saying, Jake, you need to check out the game Get the Fuck Out for GullGotha. I'll have to look into it. Okay. I'll check it out. For sure. There's so many games I need to play on GullGotha. As soon as I think in November, I'm going to be hitting that page really hard. I'm going to try to upload like every single day, just get that thing monetized. I'm going to be playing a lot. All these games, y'all, are suggestion. I'm writing them down. I got a little list somewhere, and I am getting to them eventually. But November, it's going to be nuts for GullGotha. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. But get GTFO. We'll check it out. We will definitely check it out for sure. There was another comment that I wanted to get to. It was something about, I can't remember if it was something about stream, but now I'm forgetting. Gangster Bro is saying, what would you think of a horror movie where it's a normal non-horror film, but the film itself is haunted and there's spooky stuff behind the scenes? Like it's like maybe they're making a movie that's not a horror flick, and like just all this like spooky shit's happening. I love movies about making movies. I really do. It's really fun. It's a little meta sometimes, and you can always do something fun with it, right? You can always make it special and kind of relay your own troubles with making a film and into a film like that. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of that in Red Right Hand, so I'm here for that. I'm very much so down. Deegan is saying, I will say Stream isn't a movie you can get a free ticket for with a Regal Pass, but I'll always be fine with giving this team money. I think it was discounted for me at least. I think I only paid like $7 for a ticket, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know if it was free necessarily, so I do want to correct my statement from earlier. But yeah, it was cheaper though than a usual movie ticket, at least for me. And again, you're supporting an indie horror team here. It's not just going to some big studio. So that's a big thing. That's a really, at least for me, that's a really very, very big thing. So makes me happy. Do I have any any hot takes about Terrifier? Trying to think off the top of my head. Man, I really do. There's a lot of things about Terrifier I like. Is there like well, I guess you can have a hot take. That's a positive thing. Okay, yeah, hot take. I actually really like some of the story elements to the first Terrifier, I guess. Some of it kind of, again, I'm a huge slasher nerd, so I can see some people just being like, well, I don't really care. That's a stretch right there. But I really appreciate that, that first Terrifier film takes the typical slasher format and kind of twists it, makes it a little more evil, especially with the fate of its final girl. I think that's interesting. Again, it's an experiment is what it is. It didn't work for everybody, but most experiments don't. So I appreciate what the first Terrifier did. I thought it was interesting. It was different. Anthony Morano is saying, when will stream? Hopefully soon. I would love to see it. Again at home for sure. Love seeing things at the theater, of course. But sometimes it is nice to just be comfy, right? I would love to see it on Screambox. That's a really fucking banging streaming service. That would be dope. That's likely where it will go, considering where Terrifier 2 is currently at right now. Maybe that or Tubi. That could be dope. But I'll definitely I definitely want to see it again for sure. Outside of the theaters. Madison, you and Jake should watch Todd and the Book of Pure Evil. I think you and Jake will like it. It's got horror, dark comedy, gore, and heavy metal. All things I like. All things I like a lot, my friend. Very cool. We'll add it to the watch list. We got a chill weekend coming up here, which is nice. So we are actually doing a little bit of volunteer work tomorrow morning, which I just remembered. So we're doing that for I can't even remember what it is, but I just remembered we were doing that. So that's coming up tomorrow morning. That's gonna be fun. Riley is saying, I want to see in a future Terrifier film where Art becomes a Mexican cartel boss. That's a I don't know about that, Riley. You know, I don't know. Is that gonna happen? Hey, Terrifier 3 might introduce some insane shit. You never know. Jake's Army Eye, what's up, fella? Any leaks on when the Terrifier, when the trailer will come out? I don't know. I mean, you know, Monday's a pretty cool day, though. I do like Mondays. Who knows? Who knows if the 26th of August has anything possible going on with it? I don't know. You know, you didn't hear that from me, though. Oscar H is saying, what if Art the Clown uses the box cutter to rip Santa's face off? I love it. I'm all about it. Oscar just came out the gate with that one. I love it. I love the energy. No, rock on. That would be sick. I'm sure that's gonna come back for something, right? He's got to use something to rip Santa's face off. So why not a box cutter? Why not a chainsaw? Who knows? It's a charity motorcycle riding thing, right? You see, motorcycle and charity, it's just two very different sides of my brain. So I was trying to remember if that was right. I was doubting myself a little bit, but yes, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be volunteering, moving some stuff around. It's gonna be fun. Rivgo Crazy is saying, Jake, what type of gun will Art use in Terrifier 3? He used like a Tommy gun in the last one, and a shotgun, I guess. Uses that, you know, emergency shotgun in the last one too. In the first one, I should say. I'm sure he will have his fail-safe, right? That's kind of been his thing in the last two movies. He's had a gun taped to his heel just in case, you know, just in case something happens. He's got that in his back pocket. He plays dirty. And that's what I like about Art the Clown. He's cheap. He doesn't care. He's gonna win no matter what. So that has me really excited to see what other tricks he has up his sleeve. Maybe things we don't even know about yet. Rivgo Crazy for part 3. Well, you know, will it be a gun? Will it be another kind of cheat? I don't know, but I'm all about it. Critical Overlord posted something interesting on Twitter. He said, Monday is going to be terrifying. I wonder what he meant by that. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. No clue on that one. The attic looks like the same place where Vicky is in the picture we got a few months ago. This is also true. We've seen a few pictures of Vicky at this point. Where is that picture? Yeah, there it is. Vicky's in a cobweb-looking space there. Looks to be that same attic. Tell you what. I really think whatever Vicky's role is going to be, I don't really think she's going to get out of this house. I'm going to be real. We see her looking pretty rough there. And on top of that, the only other shots we've seen of her is from this scene, like her like moving her head around all freaky, and then also coming out of this like disgusting looking bathtub. I imagine they're probably at like an abandoned house or something, right? Like probably an abandoned something, maybe in like a neighborhood somewhere, maybe in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in Miles County. I don't know. But I don't know what the purpose of Vicky is going to be yet, and that has me really excited to see. It's going to be something crazy. I imagine something setting up more of the explanation of the lore behind these last two movies. I don't know. We've only seen a little bit of Vicky though, which makes me think she's not going to be in the movie that much. Just like Jonathan Shaw, we haven't seen a whole lot of him either. So this trailer is going to be big for a lot of theories. I'll tell you what. I can't wait to make more theory videos once that comes out. Anthony Morano saying Oddity kind of sucked. Is that a hot take? I could see it not really being for everybody. I enjoyed it. It's a slow burn film that I think had some really scary moments, but I can see it now. Again, I can see some people just not really being into it. The characters are a little dry, but again, I feel like that's kind of the point. It's a slow burn that builds up to that ending sequence, which is so terrifying to me. For me, my thing is I don't have to enjoy a whole movie to really be into it, but if it can make me feel any emotion at a very intense rate, I'm going to praise the fuck out of it. and this film made me want to jump out of my goddamn seat towards the end. There is a sequence of this film That is one of the scariest things I've seen all year, which is why it ranks so high for me personally. I really did love, there is some really scary stuff in, Alien Romulus, and I'm trying to think what's another big horror movie from this year that was really scary. Immaculate has some really scary stuff. Oddity just fucked me up, dude. Oddity, it's not perfect. Like, I'm not saying it's a perfect movie by any means, but there's a sequence in that movie that goosebumps all over my body. I'm like, I have to turn away. This is fucking crazy. Holy shit. So that one was really, there was a sequence in that was really effective for me personally, but I can see why not everyone walked away from that one really enjoying it. Riley is saying, boy, Vicky is probably going to kill people with her body odor before she can do anything. She looks like a rotting corpse, man. I will tell you what. I mean, dear God. How she... You want to talk about the downfall of a goddamn character. Oh, my God. How where we started with her to now is truly upsetting. I can't wait. I really can't wait to see what they end up doing with her. It's probably the biggest thing, the most mysterious thing about this new movie, in my opinion, besides that picture of Jason Patrick, who I believe is likely playing Sienna's father. So I'm excited, man. Madison is saying, if you could say that about the lovey language louder so Jake hears, that would be great. I just texted Madison the most sweet thing this week, and man, I'm just getting brutalized here. He's used to it by now because before we started dating, I was already set to propose to my bestie Jess. Yeah, yeah, they're getting married as we're still dating here. So, I have a big surprise for you, by the way, Madison. I don't care how embarrassing that is. I have a big surprise when you come over today. So it's a little something cute, little cute thing. Wanted to spoil my boo. So that's what I'll say. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't care that all of you had to hear that. Yeah, go ugh, gross. They like each other. It's disgusting. I don't care. There's 69 people in the chat right now. I thought that was funny. Darcy Fletcher is saying opinions on the first VHS movie. Probably my least fave. Oh, from the whole franchise. Ooh, that's a hot take. I just watched the Dead Meat Kill Count on it. Great stuff. I'm so glad they're finally covering those movies over there. Makes me so happy. They're covering that, then Abigail, then VHS 2. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be addicted to Dead Meat for the next couple of weeks. But I here's my thoughts on VHS. The first one in particular. I really like that the newer films have kind of lost this like just disrespectful attitude towards women that first movie and kind of the second movie have, that I'm just not crazy about. But here's what I will say. Here's what I will say about that element. I think because of the last segment, it all kind of works for me. It is a little too much, admittedly, the fact that pretty much every segment has it. It's just like, fucking relax. What the fuck is up with this? Goddamn. They're just all kind of using the same device to make you hate the characters so that when they do, die, it's like, oh, wow, thank God they're dead. It's a lot. It's a lot in VHS, and I'm like, oh my God, if that was toned down, this movie would be way better. But I think it works for me because of how they play morality in Radio Silence's skit. That's the only reason it works. And why I say that is because the whole movie, you've been watching these characters who just suck. I mean, these characters who are just awful, being so disrespectful, being pieces of shit, and they're getting killed, right? But then in the last one, we see the Radio Silence gang, like it's all of them, pretty much, and they're saving a girl, but then they get punished for that and killed for it, which is a complete reversal of what we've known from all of the segments beforehand, which it's kind of thought-provoking in a weird way. I think the first VHS has this provocative play on morality that really feels kind of dirty, especially when you get to that ending. So I'm so on the fence about it because I think it works for me in that sense. Like there's a point to it, right? But it's a lot. It's just a lot. It's like, I don't know if they had to do that to get this point across, but I see what they were trying to do there. It is my point, essentially. So I see what they were trying to do, but again, it feels like a lot. It's very heavy-handed, and I don't know if we needed that. I don't need that to make a good horror film, but it is. I will say it's not without a point. I will give it that. But I get why some people might be like, yeah, that's my least fave. That's just really, I don't want to see that in a horror film. Yeah, no, trust me, I get it. In my opinion, some of the later VHS movies are way better than even the first VHS, which might be a hot take. Some people love that first one. They're like, oh, that's the best one for sure. I don't know, man. I like the first VHS. It's great. It really does have some good moments. But I think I like VHS 2 more, and then I even like VHS 94 better. Like, I think that's my VHS 94 is like the crown jewel of the franchise for me personally. It is the grossest and weirdest one in the whole franchise, and God, I love it. Ooh, it's good. All three of these new ones have been good. There have been some miss skits, I will say that, in 99 and 85 that I just wasn't crazy about. But overall, I mean, I think this new run has been fantastic. We have Beyond to maybe wrap it all up, which makes me kind of sad here in October. I really hope they do another one after this, because I just think they can keep making this happen. I think that they can just keep making these movies with more and more crazy directors, and I will eat them all up. Like, keep it coming, make it happen. What else is going on? You plan on seeing Terrifier 3 in theaters with your sister? I'll let you know on X if I see someone pass out in the theaters. Nice. It's funny, the Ribbit. I saw somebody run out of the theater during my Terrifier 2 screening because I think they were gonna go throw up, which is so nuts. No, but tell me, but let me know. Let me know what ends up happening there. It'd be awesome. Oscar H, I love this profile picture. God, you guys are just getting my best shots here. I look so hot there. Damn. What the fuck? Even though the new poster for Terrifier 3 is just an image we got a couple weeks ago, I still like it. This is true. I can't argue with that. It's simple but effective, right? It was made by Creepy Duck. That's cool. I like that. I like Creepy Duck. Creepy Duck rocks. Dream VHS lineup. So Darcy, I just made this video a little while ago where I'm talking about the new VHS Beyond. What's it called again? So it's called VHS Beyond Explained, the most ambitious sequel yet? ? So right at the end of that, I actually talked about how I would love to see this franchise continue on beyond. That was hard for me to say. And I even listed a few, like 5 directors who I would love to see attached to the next one if possible. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I remember Fede Alvarez was one, Rose Glass, who directed Saint Maud. Excellent movie if you've never seen it. And also, actually, this year's Love Lies Bleeding, which I still have to see. I missed it in theaters, which bums me out. I love Rose Glass. I think she's an excellent director. Super underrated. Does not get talked about enough. Julia Dossernau, is it DeCorno? I always pronounce that wrong. It's Julia DeCorno, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. She made the body horror films Raw and Titan. Excellent movies if you've never seen them. Dear God. She's the modern Cronenberg. Like, she is the modern David Cronenberg. So well done with both of those movies. Really blew me away. I'm trying to remember who else. Damien Leone was on there as well, and I had a 5th person. Oh, and they're absolutely slipping me. You'd have to watch the video. But I know I named 5 people. I know I named 5 people that I would love to see in whatever they do next for VHS. But I think that would be such a crazy lineup. Like, I would lose my mind. Anyways, let's keep going. What else is going on? Madison has not seen the new Deadpool yet. We've been meaning to go. We really got to go check that out. I saw it, and I think you guys might have heard me go on my crazy rant about it, but I enjoyed it. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I just wish it was more. I wish it was more than just a fun movie. Unpaid Movie Critic said, "Hey Jake, I watched Immaculate last night after weeks of listening to you on every live stream just glazing the film." And I have to say, it's a really good horror film. Well, I'm glad I didn't overhype it for you. That makes me really happy. That makes me really happy. I just loved that movie. Oh my God. I have to shut up about it, but I loved every second of Immaculate. I was like, this is so good. This is way better than I thought it was going to be. And mind you, I'm not a religious horror fan. Like, it's just not really for me. I find the Conjuring movies to be more like just fun, goofy movies, I don't know if there are anything. I don't know if the Conjuring movies keep me up at night. You know what I mean? I more so watch those because they're just fun. They're fun little funhouse movies of jump scares and creepy characters. But Immaculate really just made me feel something, man. It made me feel something, and I was brutalized by that movie. It's amazing. I also it's a comeback story, that movie as well. It was supposed to come out in, I believe, 2019, if I'm not mistaken, and they ended up just not being able to finish it. Like, they ran out of money. They couldn't do it, and the studio was like, sorry, don't really know about that one. But Sydney Sweeney, who had already starred in it, now that her, star shines much brighter than it used to, she came back, put some money towards it, got the movie done, and we got to see it here in 2024. I think that's fucking awesome. I have so much respect for Sydney Sweeney for that reason. She made this horror film happen that, otherwise would have just totally fell under the radar. I'm rooting for Immaculate in every sense of the word. Like, it's one of my favorite horror films of the year. It's got a great story behind it. It's just an excellent film that's so well written and efficient, and honest to God has one of the best endings to a horror film in the 2020s so far, in my opinion. So I can't stop talking about this one. Kind of blew my mind. Did not expect that one to go as hard as it did. I went in with kind of medium expectations too, and I don't know, it floored me. Floored me. Joe Barrage, what's up, Joe? How's it going? You just got gifted a channel membership earlier. Can't wait for Art to go batshit crazy in Terrifier 3. For real, Terrifier is not for the soft peeps. No, it definitely is not. It's a brutal horror film. I can't wait to see T3. It's going to be fun, man. This is a great franchise. So brutal. Ugh. Dialing Space just saw a stream last night. Player 2 is awesome. Without spoiling anything, I love the little thief kill. Oh, yeah. Player 2 gets some of the best moments out of any of the killers, I think. I will say, I haven't talked a lot about Player 4, though. And Player 4 is also fantastic as well. He was super kind at the premiere, the actor that plays him. And and I will say, Player 2 gets to do some crazy shit, too, in this one. David Howard Thornton does not disappoint. So... Ryan Swayze is saying, hey, Jake, loved your appearance on Davey Deathray's channel. Dude, thank you so much. I felt so bad towards the end. I just remember getting so tired, and I wanted to keep the energy going, so I hope it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Davey's page is awesome. The dude is coming for me, by the way. His voice is too damn good. I told him that. I'm like, Davey, you better chill out, man. You better chill out with that awesome voice of yours, man. I swear to God. No, Davey's great. Go subscribe to his page. Get him to 1,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. I do want to say just real quick, I always like to shout out other pages that are up and coming. When I was a little tiny page, I reached out to some of the bigger pages, and not all of them wanted to help old Jake out. That bummed me out. So I'm always here to help out some of the smaller pages and some of the more indie horror films too, because we gotta support these things, man. This is how any big horror franchise becomes what it is because someone decided to support those things when they were just little seeds. So you have to support indie horror. You have to support little horror channels like this, or else what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing here? I want to see more horror franchise arise. So how's my film going? It's done, Darcy. It is in the can, like 100% finished, which is crazy. Like we finished it earlier this month, and it's great. I really love it. I'm so proud of it. I think it's easily the best thing I've ever worked on personally, and I'm so excited to finally show you guys what we've been cooking up. I don't want to say too much. I've been pretty quiet on it because I don't know what the situation is going on with it yet. But hopefully you'll see it soon. That's what I will say. I have to. There's a few more things that have to happen before I can really talk about it too much. So I know we shot it last April, and there was a lot of hype with some of the pictures we released. It is a slasher for those who want to know. I can't say too much about it. Channel members might know a little more, but yeah. All I'm gonna say is hopefully it gets to be somewhere else than YouTube. That's all I'll say. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. But it's going very well. It came out better than I even expected. Like I really did not think it would. I didn't think it would come out as good as we did. But we put a lot of work into it. My brother and I put a lot of elbow grease into it. It's really because of my brother that it rocks so hard. He did the sound design all by himself, and that's really tough. Really tough thing to do. He probably should have had 2 or 3 people working alongside him. And he fucking killed it. I mean, the sound design it's crispy. I mean, so good. I can't wait. I really can't wait for you guys to see it, though. VHS The Cursed Tapes, and it's all supernatural ghost type of stuff. Less sci-fi, but still weird and wild. Ty, I'm thinking about doing a video soon on the Lost VHS film. There was this series on Snapchat where it was all these kind of a VHS film, but shot, with a phone, essentially. It's in, 9x6. Or what is it? Is that 9x16? I always forget what that is, where it's like vertical. But it's some of those skits. They're not great, but they're not bad either. I will say that it was like a Snapchat original thing. I want to do a video covering it at some point because I think that's really interesting. I kind of forgot about it, and then when I was doing research on VHS Beyond, I totally remembered it. I was like, oh, no way. No, I totally forgot about this. This is dope. So I actually mentioned it in that new VHS video. I can't stress that enough. That's one of my favorite videos I put out recently, that VHS Beyond video. And I don't know, my Explained series was doing pretty good for that Alien Romulus one, and then I put out one for VHS Beyond, and it's okay. It did fine. But check out that video. I'm really proud of that one. I hope that one gets a little more traction, because I'm really excited for VHS Beyond, man. I cannot wait to see it. So... Madison saying, oh, it's not public knowledge that your movie's going straight to streaming on Pornhub. Shh, don't tell anybody yet. Don't tell nobody. That's not, we can't say nothing. Hey, speaking of which, I gave a little shout out to my brother, who did an excellent job with the sound design. Couldn't have made the movie without him. But we also couldn't have made the movie without Madison, who stepped in and did a lot of the practical effects with me on the movie. I genuinely could not have done it without you, honey. I'm so thankful for everything you did. I was trying to do the special effects by myself, and I think you remember how much of a disaster that was. So I greatly appreciate you. That was you stepped in and you pretty much saved the production. So I could not be more thankful for it. And I don't know. I'm just that was awesome. That was an awesome experience earlier this year. So. When you all get to see it, and you all get to see the horrifying shit that we've cooked up here, just remember Madison is the reason that a lot of this happened. So she's absolutely wonderful, everybody. What else is going on here, though? If T4 takes place on Easter, if that happens, I can imagine Art the Clown wearing a bunny costume and wearing bunny ears. We were talking earlier about how, on Halloween, if Art the Clown's running around, well, that's not really the craziest thing, right? You see a guy in a clown costume, that's not so out of place for Halloween. But now he's wearing a Santa Claus costume, which is probably why he gets away with a lot of the things he ends up getting away with, likely in Terrifier 3. But that might work for an Easter movie as well. I've talked a lot about how there's a ton of religious symbolism in the Terrifier movies, and that's why I feel like the next one will definitely be like an Easter film, another religious holiday. That it just makes sense with what I think Terrifier is about to delve into with these next two movies. So if I could predict anything about Terrifier 4, it will be an Easter slasher, which there's not too many of those. There are a lot of Christmas slashers, and I think Terrifier 3 is going to be up there in terms of ranking Christmas slashers. I'll tell you what. But, when it comes to Easter slashers, there's really not too many. I mean, Easter horror movies, I can only think of a couple off the top of my head. Like, there's a Critters sequel that takes place on Easter. There's a bunny killer movie or whatever on like Tubi, I'm sure you can find. But there's not too many of these. There's really not too many of these movies. So I would love to see Art the Clown dip into that and, make the best Easter horror film. There's a lot of potential there. I'm just saying. So there's not too many of those out there. Stop, I'm blushing. You're so sweet, so funny. What else do we got going on? Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Maybe she got attacked by bugs. Dear God, what are we talking about here? That's terrifying. Yeah, so I am probably gonna wrap up the stream because I'm not gonna lie, I want to hang out with my girlfriend. I'm tired. It's been a week. but ladies and gentlemen, I just really appreciate your guys' support. It has been such a fun week. Oh my God, I'm so tired, but it's been a crazy fun week as well. We got to do some crazy live streams. We talked about a new short film coming from Marcus McGill, one of the producers of Terrifier 2. We got to talk about Alien Romulus. We got to talk about Terrifier 3. We got to do a lot of fun things. So please have fun tonight. Have a fun weekend. Watch some good horror movies. And on Monday, we'll be streaming again. Tell me about all the things that you watched over the weekend. Hopefully on Monday, we get to talk a little bit about a certain trailer as well. But hey, you never know. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for hanging out. Seriously, I really just appreciate you guys so much. The fact that I get to do this all the time, I don't even know what to say. It brings this silly, goofy 25-year-old to tears sometimes. So thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. As always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out. See stream this weekend. See it. Oh!